Hello everyone. Welcome to another video of this weekly series Indian IPO Pulse. In this video, I'll share the details of all the upcoming mainboard IPOs scheduled to open for subscription for next week in the Indian share market. I'll also share the performance of the IPOs listed last week along with the top gainers and losers IPOs of this year. So let's get started. Before moving on, please read the entire disclaimer carefully. This video is for educational purpose only. There is no buy, hold, or sell recommendation anywhere in this video. So we are going to check out these six things. First, the mainboard IPOs for next week. Second, last week's IPOs listings. Third, top 10 gainers of 2025. Fourth, top 10 losers of 2025. Fifth, 2025 mainboard IPOs dashboard. And sixth, lock-in ending next week IPOs. So let's start with the first one, which is the mainboard IPOs for next week. So as of now, there is only one IPO, mainboard IPO, which is scheduled to open for subscription for next week, which is the Midwest one. Probably in next couple of days, there might some other mainboard IPOs which came along, but at the moment there is only one, which is the Midwest one. Let's take a look at this IPO. So the Midwest IPO. The IPO is going to open for subscription on Wednesday, 15th of October, and it will close for subscription on Friday, 17th of October. Okay, and this IPO is fresh plus OFS, and the total IPO size is 451 crore rupees, of which 55.43% is fresh issue, which is around 250 crore rupees, whereas 44.57% is OFS, which is around 201 crore rupees. There's an employee discount of 101 rupees in this IPO. As far as the quota goes, the QIB will get 49.88%. The NIIs will get 14.96%, retail will get 34.91%, and the employees will get 0.24% quota. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one, which is the last week's IPOs listing. So this graph shows the six IPOs which were listed in the Indian share market last week. Now, last week was a very big week in terms of mega IPOs. Two mega IPOs were listed: Tata Capital and LG Electronics. So let's talk about each one of them. So Tata Capital was 15,500 odd crore rupees IPO. Okay. So by the time of listing, there was no GMP. So there was zero GMP, and it was listed at 1.23%. So at least better than the GMP. And since then, so by the day end of the listing day, it moved up to 1.38%, and by the end of the week, it is trading at 1.52% of the issue price. So it's decent performance, I would say. And so how to read this graph? So first of all, so these blue bars, so blue bar shows the listing gain or loss. This orange bar shows the listing day gain or loss. So this is the mm, percentage gain or loss by the end of the listing day, and this is the percentage gain or loss by the end of Friday trading session. Okay. So for this LG Electronics one, this issue size was humongous, 11,607 crore. The GMP was 40.35%, and it was listed at 50.01%. So massive listing. But since listing, it has been going down. By the end of the listing day, it was 48.24%, and by the end of Friday, the stock was trading on 46.28% of the issue price. The subscription was bumpered too. If you see, QIB subscribed it 166 times, big HNI 24, more than 24 times, small HNI almost 18 times, retail 3.5 times, employees 7.62 times. So overall subscription was 54.02. So massive subscription for LG Electronics IPO. Next was the Canara Robeco AMC IPO. The size was 1326 crores. GMP was 7.52 and it was listed at 5.36. So below GMP, the listing was at below GMP, but end of the day, by the end of the day, it has gone up to 12.95, and by the end of Friday trading day, 14.42. So good upward movement in this IPO. As far as the subscription goes, the subscription QIB was subscribed almost 26 times, big HNI almost 7 times, small HNI almost 6 times, retail almost twice. So total subscription was close to 10 times. So very good subscription, and I would say very good movement since the listing in this particular IPO. Next was the Anantam Highways Trust IPO. So it was a 400 crore IPO. There was no GMP and it was listed at 3% premium. So it is a good thing. By the day end 5.37, and by Friday 6.25% above the issue price. So again, a good upward moment. As far as subscription goes, QIB 2.86, big HNI and small HNI almost 9 times. Retail and employee data is not available, and so total subscription was 5.62, which is not bad at all. The next one was the Rubicon Research Limited IPO. It was a decent size IPO, 1377 odd crore rupees IPO. The GMP was 24.74 and it was listed at 27.84. So better listing than the GMP. So it's a good sign. As far as the subscription goes, QIB subscribed massively 137 times. Big HNI almost 118. Small HNI 72 and a half times. Retail 37 and a half times. Employees 17 and a half times. Total subscription approximately 109 and a half times subscription. So very, very good subscription. It was listed 20 at 27.84% premium. By the day end, it went up till 27.29.53. But by Friday day end, it came back to 27.49. So below the listing price. So it would be interesting to track this one in the coming weeks. And the last IPO, which was listed last week, was the Canara HSBC Life Insurance IPO. The issue size was around 2,500 crore, and the GMP was 2.83, and but the listing was flat. As far as subscription goes, QIB subscribed it 7 times, but big HNI, small HNI, retail, none of them were fully subscribed. Employee quota was subscribed twice. Overall subscription was 2.3 times. So from 0% listing, by the by the end of the day, it has went up to 5.19%. So it's a good move. So overall, a good move. Only LG Electronics, which was listed exceptionally well, is on a downtrend. It seems. Let's see. It's still very early days, but let's see how it goes. Let's move on to the top 10 gainers of 2025. So this graph shows the top 10 gainers of 2025. Um, Again, Aditya Infotech is performing very well with 107% gains. Ather Energy 100 and almost 116% gains. Bell Rise 66% gains. Gen Resource 46% gains. LG Electronics 46% gains. NSDL 46% gains. Prostrum around 69.5% gains. Quality Power 131% gains. And Stallion India, it's in another world, 338% above the issue price, and Urban Company at 48.54%. Now let us look at the top 10 losers IPOs of 2025. So this is that list. Ares Infra Solutions minus 24%. BMW Ventures is trading at minus 39.33% of the issue price. Capital Infra Trust is trading at minus 23.39% of the issue price. Dev Accelerator minus 29.98. Gem Aromatics minus 29.75. Glottis minus 44.46. Jaro minus 27.38. Lakshmi Dental minus 26.76. Om Freight minus 32.67, and VMS TMT minus 28.22. So these are the worst performing IPOs of 2025. Let us now look at the dashboard of the 2025 main board IPOs. So in total, till date, 85 IPOs have already been listed. Last week, six main board IPOs were listed, and in October, 17 IPOs, main board IPOs have already been listed. And by the time October ends, I'm pretty sure that it will cross this August high of 18 IPOs. Now let us move on to the final piece of information, which is the list of the IPOs for which lock-in anchor lock-in is ending next week. It is very critical. So now this is the one, but before that, let's check out the last week performance. So for last week, five IPOs, the lock-in was ending, and this is how the price performed on that particular day. For SmartWorks, it was down 4.4% on the day the lock-in ended. Anthem Biosciences down 1.42. Dev Accelerator down 7%. Shringar down 1.83. Urban Company down 3.5%. So all the five IPOs for each one of them, the prices went down on the day the anchor investors lock-in ended. So for the next week, for the upcoming week, again there are five IPOs for which the lock-in is ending. Europratik on 19th of October, VMS TMT on 22nd, iValue on 22nd, GK on 23rd, and Satvik on 23rd as well. So if you are already an investor in these IPOs, or if you want to make positions in that, then you might be interested in these particular dates for these five IPOs. So that is all from my side in this video. I hope that this information is useful for you. Thanks for watching it. Please comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Goodbye and happy investing.